made my bed, guys. It's like pitch dark outside. That's it. I want to take a photo of myself as well. I have this measuring tape. We measure our progress. Hey guys, it's like 6 a.m. right now, and as you can see, the birds are chirping, and it's a really good morning. But before I get into this part, there is a bit of backstory you need to understand, right? Uh, so last year I was extremely passionate about starting this YouTube channel, starting off this self improvement journey, going to gym so regularly, and uh, really being the best version of myself. At least that's what I had planned and visualized for. But there was so much resistance in terms of what my normal life had and where I imagined my life to go towards, because I have a full time job, right? I have a family, and I cook for myself, and managing all these new things in terms of self improvement, going to the gym regularly, making YouTube videos, creating proper scripts, planning out new things. It takes such a lot, such amount of energy and time, that last year was truly a year of burnout for me. I couldn't like literally at the end of the year I couldn't even like breathe in terms of some space to do what I want to do, maybe take a break or something like that. But like November, December was like so hectic. I have like good amount of deliverables in terms of my full time job, and it takes a lot of time and energy to implement those. And coming back home and making these YouTube videos or going to the gym, it's just so difficult, guys. I'm not getting like I'm not making this up, but getting ripped and being the best version of yourself takes time, right? It's going to take some really good amount of time, and something which is not easy to do. That's why I've been thinking a lot. What is the change which is required, and I thought let's give this a go. Let's get up at 4 a.m. See what happens, and I must say for the last 2 hours I've been feeling really good. You know, just because, guys, like whenever I come home after a full day of work and I sit for something, I'm just totally drained in terms of my energy. Maybe I have some time, but I've just spent my whole energy in my full time job, and I've come home very tired, driving from the traffic and sort of things. And it takes a certain amount of willpower to get going. It takes a certain amount of willpower to suppress your other thoughts. Right? You come home fresh from work. There's a lot of thoughts going through in terms of your work, and also your evening and night is meant for your family or your personal time itself. You're trying to think of what to do next, and in the middle of all those things, you want to put in this, a gym session or a YouTube session, and it takes a lot of toll on you, right? And I didn't feel that today, waking up at 4 a.m. And the reason I wrote this up was like I really wanted to take this. I feel there's a certain amount of pleasure which I get when I tick things off, knowing that it was done. And I managed to get up at 4, fresh up, and get ready by 4:30. And uh, and I wanted to start off with tracking off my body weights, my waist and photo, because getting fit for me this year is one of the first priorities which I have. So I obviously need to look good on this YouTube channel. I want to look good on my external world, which is the physical world as well. And I really want to get into that aesthetic body mode. So it's very important that I start packing things up, and that's the first thing I did at 4:30 a.m. And then, guys, like coming to the meditation part, for me personally, what I learned from last year was my mind is what controls literally each and everything, especially when you have so many things going on in your life. A simple, mismatch in the thought can like just ruin your day completely, guys. Just a single thought. Okay, let's maybe watch this TV series. Right? That's a simple thought, right? Take for example, it's a Sunday and you get this thought early in the morning when you're supposed to actually get in some genuine work done for your side hustles, but you decide let's just watch it for like 5 minutes when I'm eating, right? And say that show is really good, and the entire day is gone, guys. How depressing is that? I have felt this pain, and I realize the root cause of the issue is that you're just not able to control your mind. You're just letting it wander wherever it wants to go, and that's where I've become very serious in terms of my meditation practice from the last I guess last year, second half of the last year, and I can easily meditate 1 hour now. But I wanted to get this. I wanted to get to this part as soon as possible after waking up. So I kept things minimal, and I figured out a way to meditate in the evening as well. But I got this part done as well. And coming to the exercise part, I have a dedicated gym session in the evening for 1 hour at my office. But the reason I still have a 15 minutes session here is because exercise for me is something which really makes me positive. It gives me that positive energy. It gives me that momentum. And it's like, once that is done, I feel a sense of really good accomplishment, even if it's like, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, right? I don't mind even just doing a couple of sets of exercise here. But the plan is at least to do, 2 sets of push-up and two sets of squats. This is what I managed to do today, and I also managed to put in a set of yoga as well to stretch the body as well. And this for me is like these two come in pairs for me, right? Train your mind, train your body, and it's going to give you back 10 times what you have put in, right? And this is very, very important. People just train their body, but I believe the mind is more powerful than the body. So you need to put in meditation as well. You need to train them in pairs, right? And got this done as well. And I'm here with YouTube channel work, which is one of my main quests for the early morning. Of course, these are all like prerequisites which need to be done, but at the end of the day, this is what is going to make a living, and that's where we are right now. So one thing I noticed about today's morning time was like I felt a very different emotion, because usually in the once the day starts at 8 or 9, you have so many thoughts coming up, right? Because there's no one thing you want to do, and there is always a disturbance from people, your own family members, or the society, or your own chattering mind. But I think this 4 to 8 a.m., right, you have absolutely no disturbance, and the only thing you can hear early morning is just white noise, guys. You know, like I woke up at 4:30. I was ready and I go out, open the windows and doors, and you there's nothing awake at that moment. You don't hear birds, you don't hear any traffic, and but there is this noise which is really beautiful. You get that noise in your old phones when you record a video in complete silence, but still the phone gives you a certain amount of noise. Uh, it's that sort of noise you get at this 4:30 a.m. It's really calm. It's like pitch dark, guys. Like you have to walk with the torch in your home. You have to turn on some of the lights. So it's a really good feeling. It makes you focused to begin with automatically. Right? You don't have to put in effort to be focused. In the evenings when I want to work out or when I want to make these YouTube videos, I have so much disturbances and I have to put in some conscious effort to become focused. But today there was absolutely no disturbance. I didn't even have to think about anything else for that matter. I was like fully focused on what I want to do. Even when I was working out, I was like feeling all the sensation in the body. I was trying to build that mind-body connection. It just really gives you that sense of focus automatically, and I think it was a really amazing start. I really like the routine. I'm going to follow this up every single day here on. Get up at 4, you know, rule the day. Not let the day run you, but you're running the day. It's going to be a conscious choice. It's going to change your entire life, right? I'm going to get this thing done. And once I'm done with this YouTube video, I'm going to make some lunch for my day job and probably start off as early as possible. So I'll keep you guys posted on how this routine goes and what transformations I'm seeing on the way. But till then, cheers guys. Jeevan here, signing off.